Those are big, easy ones.
What about wireless earbuds, wired earbuds? The fact even in the manual it says don't hold the phone up against skin contact. Do you
Yeah.
tell them airplane mode, totally turn it off, set the timers, don't use them? I mean, there's a lot of analogies to sun because we do need some sun, just like we need some EMF, the ones we generate and the ones that we're interacting and involved with the earth,
Yeah.
which that's a whole different topic. It's a different day. We could talk about its role in healing. Um, but how do you know which people to identify and what risk factors they are? If I had really pale skin, I would be a lot more sensitive to when I was out in the sun.
Yeah. I mean, there is some genetic testing you can do on that front. We do a lot of biofeedback testing, and then we'll test different devices, cell phones, AirPods. In general, I'd say, I tell people if you can talk on speakerphone, talk on speakerphone, so it's not, not too close to your head. And then, we kind of go from layers from there. Can't do that. Do wired headphones. Then if you have to, do low powered AirPods. The key though is to keep the big honker farther away from you as you can, right? Still that thing you were talking about earlier. The bigger the distance, the less the power output, right? It always decreases over distance. And so that's always going to be a big helpful. And we can, that front, we can start to identify how sensitive are you? How much is this affecting you? And so what level of intervention do we need to have? And so we can go farther. There's a couple of companies that I use to create, there's different EMF shielding. And by that, I mean physical shielding, different types of metals or materials that you can measure. A simple measure is say, how well is my cell phone work in or out of this? But then there's tri-field meters and gaussimeters and different things like that that measure electromagnetic fields, and you can see it greatly decreases the field. So if you may want to create like a bedroom as a safe haven, so you may shield the room. You can either do grounding paint on the walls and then ground it out. You can create those shielding materials, or create even they make canopies that are laced with different materials that block it, and then the EMF field inside that canopy that you're sleeping in at night is greatly decreased.